Hello and welcome to my channel. One or two people have been asking me about Proxmox because I keep talking about it and I use it for a lot of things. So I just thought I'd give a very quick overview of the Proxmox control panel, and it's running on this server down here on the floor behind me with a flashing light. Just to show you the sort of things you can do with it, a brief overview without talking about how to install it. This is not the latest version, by the way. I've just noticed it's version 8, not version 9, but it doesn't actually make any difference to me because I don't use any of the new features. So it's a server software that's running 24/7 and it's running on it's actually a Core i5 with 32 gigabytes of RAM, and yeah, what can I say? It's a Supermicro mainboard in a box I just threw together with an SSD, 1 terabyte, and it runs Proxmox. It's extremely easy to install. I think I might have already made a video about how to do that. And you just install on it then virtual machines. Up here there's this button, create VM, means create virtual machine. You just click it and, well, I'll show you. You say I want a virtual machine. You give it a name, whatever you want to call it. It gets a number. What operating system do I want? Well, I can look at the ISO images that I've stored on this machine. If the one I want isn't there, I can just upload it to the machine from a desktop, or I have a script that will download ISOs for various Linux distributions. And then you tell it, oh, you have to choose something first. Okay, let's choose something at random. You tell it what graphic card you want to use. I usually choose Spice if it's a graphical system, because I want to be able to remote control it, have it in a Spice window from another machine. And you tell it, oh yeah, it's 32 gigabyte disk, let's leave it like that. It's got 1 CPU core. Okay, you can change that, how much memory to give it. It's got that much. And then it's connected to the bridge in the Proxmox server. There's confirm, you just hit finish and it spins up that virtual machine in a couple of seconds and you can start it and run it. But I'm not going to do that, so let's just cancel that. And it'll pop up then here in this list of virtual machines. The green arrows are the ones that are running. So you can see I've got a Tailscale endpoint running. Popped. This is my packet radio direwolf server that's actually running on a headless, you might want to call it, system. Oh no, it's not. That's a different one. Okay. This is running on Ubuntu. So it's an Ubuntu desktop that's installed as this virtual machine. And you can see summary of it. What's it got? 2 CPUs and 6,000 megabytes of RAM. I just made a video recently about SDR++, and this is my SDR++ server, which is this time running on Debian. I like to play with different operating systems. You don't see anything happening here because it starts up as a service when the machine boots, but it is running, and that's all you need to know. I have to update these from time to time, of course. I also have OpenWebRx running on another machine. Looks like this. Oh, there are updates available, and I haven't actually installed them. Let's have a look, see what they are. So I'll do that when I get a spare minute. So you can just have all these virtual machines running on one computer, one piece of hardware down there. And it's not really a big load for the machine. What else have I got? That's another OpenWebRx running. I'll show you how to install that at some point with a SDR Play SDR. And then this is my direwolf machine, which is the direwolf server for packet radio, and this is just a CLI, command line only interface. There's no desktop installed, so it's quite a minimal virtual machine. If we look at it, you'll see it's just got 1 CPU, 1 gigabyte of RAM, which is plenty for a system like that. So that gives you an overview. This is the 1 terabyte drive. You see it's getting a bit full because I keep putting virtual machines on. I also back them up sometimes when something works and I don't want to lose it. Not that I ever have, but if I deleted it by mistake, I've got backups here so I can restore these various different virtual machines if I ever need to. And the last thing is to look at the overview of the machine again. You can see CPU usage is 8%. That's because I've got several SDR servers running and actually being watched. Here, for example, you see there's 10 megabits per second flowing into this SDR-PP receiver software at the moment, which is coming from one of these virtual machines on this server. So it's creating an 8% CPU load. Well, there are several of those running, using 20 gigabytes of the 32 gigs of RAM. So that's okay. And then if you look at the network traffic, it's around 1.5 megabytes per second, which is times 8 is 12 megabits per second, which is what strpp was just showing. If I have two of them running, you see it uses twice as much bandwidth. So you can see what's happening on the server very easily, and I find it very useful. If I want to test something out, like I was testing out this popped terminal program for packet radio, I wanted to try it first quickly, and if it didn't work, I can just delete the virtual machine or revert it back to a fresh state and try again. And then I've got another one running down here which I used for a YouTube video. So I knew it worked before I tried it. Cheating, you see. And you can see the CPU usage here, less than 0.5%. So that's enough for now. That's an overview of Proxmox with no technical details about how to install it or set it up. That'll be in another video. Thank you for watching, and goodbye.